Coach Stringer needs to apologize to nobody.
That's right.
No apologies necessary. Fresno State has their work cut out for them. San Diego State has come in sharp and focused, still, I think, smarting from that conference opening loss at home to Fresno State. They come out and turn it over on their first possession. Thompson kick. Aztecs steal it right back. Hopkins with the steal and the run out.
Well, does that look like the defense that we saw at CSU about 4 weeks ago? Just San Diego State coming off that home opener loss on January 9th to Fresno State. They kicked it into gear, and they're looking pretty sharp defensively here in the
Thompson has to get rid of it. And it's going to be back-to-back layups for Hopkins. Kiki Moore looking to answer. Basket and one.
Kiki Moore. Got the basket.
Well, the pace pretty quick to start. Game got a little sloppy the last 30 seconds. Not sure if the officials just whistled too early. Ameriqua certainly standing in her space. I think Kiki may have gotten lucky on that one.
I would agree with you on that one. And then, you know, it's the official put up his hand for, you know, 2 shots. And, you know, I'm not real bright, but if you make the basket, you only get one.
You only get one. Well, they're human.
The key for Fresno State, Beth Burns harped on this. The last time they played, Fresno State was very good from the free throw line, 15 of 18, and they hit 9 3-point shots. San Diego State has remedied that today. And some people, Malia Nahinu would be one of them, are playing bigger roles than they usually do and playing very well for the Aztecs.
Bigger is true, Rich. She's keeping the ball high. How hard is that to guard when she turns so well over her left? But now she's going over her right shoulder. She's got a great left hand. Just very difficult to guard.
Nahinu corrals another rebound. These two teams preseason were picked 1 and 2. San Diego State defending conference and tournament champion. Clemens has one rattle out. Moore in the open floor. Molt for 3.
Dangerous from there. She's dangerous. She knows her role, and her role is to come in and spot up as a shooter. Now, she does a really good job of watching where her players go with the ball so that she can find a good passing angle for them. As she sees Kiki trail, Bree gets it in the corner, and all Molt has to do is stand right there. She knows the triangular passing is going to work.
Molt leads the conference, nearly 3 3-pointers a game. Kiki Moore kicks it out of bounds.
Gabby, when Emma flashes, you got to go. 12. Go, Emma, go. Cut.
302nd career 3-pointer.
Get out.
Shot clock at 7. Clemens too strong. Molt the hands of Thompson. Moore swatted and denied underneath by Nahinu, and Moore slow to get up. Home fans wanted a whistle. Aztecs come down, and Hopkins hits another layup.
Quick pace for both teams. Both teams don't mind it, and both teams are good at running that pace. Kiki Moore trying to get in with the big girl, Malia Nahinu. They cut off baseline, and what happens at the other end? Chelsea Hopkins says, we can run when we get a loose ball, and we're going to push, push, push.
Aztecs make the Bulldogs pay for the pressure. Nahinu lays it in.
Fundamentally sound she is. A player that could very well be one of the most improved players at the beginning of the season, and she worked so hard to just refine her skills. Nahinu did, and I love the way she's been keeping the ball high.
Spots another one for Moore.
Also like her in the middle of this offense. I saw Fresno State late in the first half go to his zone. She found good space right around 15-foot jumper range. She was getting to the rim. They wanted to push her out. She got there and got comfortable. Good in-game adjustments by Malia.
Drive by Moore, denied. Again, taking up space in the middle.
Yeah, if you don't think that that's a presence and you step up on help side and you're going against 6'6", you're going to throw up a bad shot. She's a shot changer.
20-point lead. Aztecs on a mission to split the season series. Clemens, air ball. Moe denied.
That's what they want her to do. She's better shooting that ball. They want her to put the ball on the floor.
Nahinu gets Clemens, who uses the glass for two. Moe off the assist from Sheedy.
Did you notice the adjustment she made? She had about 20 feet of space in front of her to charge the basket. But prior to that, she had tried to do that, and she threw up a wild shot. So she recognizes her strength, capitalizes on it.
So an offensive foul against Gabby Clark. San Diego State getting contributions from everybody, including the senior Malia Nahinu, 54-35, Aztecs.
Action. Cut.
Yeah, we're gonna need another wall. What's the number for props?
Take a note, make a call, all on the same screen. LG Optimus G.
Relax.
Available on AT&T.
If digestive issues are twisting up your life, try Shift Digestive Advantage. Its probiotics survives 10 times better to get where you need it for healthy digestion. Take the Digestive Advantage 14-day challenge with a money-back guarantee.
Let's pinch our dreams. Let's wake them up. Make them real. Let's not let anything hold us back. Not even 292,000 pounds. Let's keep our head in the stars, our feet on the ground, and nothing will be beyond our reach. Toyota, let's go places.
When you look at the stalk, what do you see?
I see a way up and a way down.
Are you ready, my brothers? It's good to be back.
Giants!
Let's cut a few of them down to size, shall we?
Jack the Giant Slayer.
Am I dead?
Not just yet.
Rated PG-13 in Real D 3D and IMAX 3D March 1st.
The Academy Health Award getting dizzy from Jackson.
Malia Nahinu and the Aztecs with the 54-35 lead. Malia with 8 points, approaching double figures. She would be the 4th Aztec in double figures.
But she's got the hot hand, so why not give it to her? This is called feed the post. And as you see the double come on Courtney Clemens, go ahead and stop it right there. Courtney's going to split this with a bounce pass, who's got a matchup in the low block. And as she tries to push down, you don't see Taylor Thompson dip in. And so Courtney recognizes that. And now you've got one-on-one, and look what Malia does. She pulls a Sam Martin from Colorado State and goes over her right shoulder and uses her left hand. You like that?
Yes,
I like
Sam
that you
Martin.
like
Yes.
that.
No, we like Sam Martin.
We do like Sam Martin. I think Sam Martin's one of the best post players in this conference. She uses her left and her right, and Malia, same thing.
Right there near her season average of 8 points tonight. Also 9 rebounds. Beth Burns has to be pleased with the effort thus far, but still just under 15 minutes to go. Farley. There's right hand. Left to go to the line to earn her points.
Yeah, it's pretty good defense by Gabby because she forced Bree to spin a couple times to get that shot that she wanted. Now, again, San Diego State focusing on containing. How do you contain? You make her work. Gabby goes to the right. She turns Farley back to the left. And so that spin is quite effective for Fresno State. We know Taylor Thompson can do it, and now Bree Farley showing she can do it. But Rich, you don't want to put a shooter like Farley at the line.
Second one rattles out. Bulldogs are going to get back in this one. They're going to have to hit every shot from the free throw line and start hitting from long range. But the biggest problem thus far is they haven't been able to slow down San Diego State offensively.
Well, most coaches will tell you there's no such thing as a comfortable lead, and I know Beth Burns not satisfied until the next 14 minutes is over, and she's going to ask her team to stay focused, locked in 100%. But Fresno State certainly an uphill battle.
Moore almost turned it over. Moore with the drive. Well defended by Clark.
Fresno State certainly is a very good team off penetration and kick. They're not that great in scoring in terms of the run of the play and getting shots off the dribble. They can't. Kiki is one of them, and she can.
Stamps too long. Culberson rebounds and a fresh shot clock for the Aztecs.
San Diego State has just found too many defensive answers for Fresno State, and that can just be so frustrating to the Bulldogs.
Wow.
Malia
Nahinu again.
Insult to injury. You come down and you kind of work the 30-second shot clock, and you kind of have your way with the half-court offense.
Nahinu now one rebound away from collecting a double-double. Aztecs on the break. Left hand won't go down for Stamps.
Malia Nahinu.
Again. Nahinu.
Fresno State, time
12 points on the night for the senior.
This will become a full time.
Aztecs 58, Bulldogs 36, 12:34 to go at the Save Mart Center.
In my country, the investment landscape changes continually. At Franklin Templeton, we've been here for decades to see it firsthand.
Our investment insights start on the ground, with local analysts spotting opportunities and risks as they emerge.
When opportunity grows in your backyard, you can see first what others see eventually.
Invest through the eyes of hundreds of local experts worldwide. Franklin Templeton Investments. Gain from our perspective.
It's always been a part of me to fight for those who couldn't fight for themselves. Whether on my block or around the world. My name is First Lieutenant King, and I move toward the sounds of those who are in need of help.
The few, the proud, the Marines.
I took something for my sinuses, but I still have this cough.
A lot of sinus products don't treat cough.
They don't?
Nope, but Alka-Seltzer Plus Severe Sinus does. It treats your worst sinus symptoms plus that annoying cough.
Oh, what a relief it is.
The toughest sport on dirt coming up next. PBR Built for Tough Series Liftmaster Invitational from Anaheim. Just down the road from us here in Fresno. Live professional bull riding right here on CBS Sports Network as soon as we wrap things up here in the Central Valley. Standings, Tammy Blackburn.
Take a look at the margin in terms of points behind. Alves ahead of Proctor, 491 behind. And Anaheim, Rich, I think I was going to get my parents tickets. They live about 10 miles from there, but this PBR action is so exciting. You got to get tickets early, because if you don't, good luck.
If you don't, you watch it on CBS Sports Network.
That's right. That's where I choose to watch it.
Draper. Pressure defense. Aztecs almost got the turnover. Thompson collects, but there's 6 on the shot clock. Lost the handle. Clemens comes out with it. Aztecs on the move. They have numbers. Clemens takes it herself, rattles out. Rebound, won't go down. Mariquois.
What I like about that defensive possession by San Diego State, the last time was ticking off the 30-second shot clock. You were talking about 6 seconds left. San Diego State didn't bail them out by giving them a foul.
There's a whistle and a foul called on Clark. As Thompson drives the lane, Fresno State is 120 straight in this building. That streak in serious jeopardy tonight.
I hate Mondays.
Yeah, they're the worst.
No worries, man. Everything will be all right. Yeah, man. Come on. Don't fret me, brother. Sticky bun comes soon. Yeah. Wicked coffee, Mr. Jim. Julia, turn the frown the other way around.
Hey, Dave, you're from Minnesota, right?
Yes, the land of 10,000 lakes. The Gopher State.
So in conclusion, things are pretty dismal.
You know what this room needs? A smile. Who wanna come with I?
Traveling along, there's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
You guys are 3 minutes late.
Don't be no cloud on a sunny day. Yeah, chill, Winston.
Sir?
Respect, bossman.
That's the power of German engineering.
Hey, wake up.
Who are you?
I'm you. Or the you could be. Just gotta get up, get active.
I'm too tired.
Then take 5-hour energy. You'll feel alert and energized for hours. Let's go.
Maybe later.
You used to look like that.
Meet the girlfriend you could have. 5-hour energy. Be the you could be.
11:44 to go here at the Save Mart Center at Fresno State. Bulldogs trailing the San Diego State Aztecs in a matchup of 7-1 teams, and San Diego State has been superior.
Defense was a focal point of the week for the Aztecs coming into this great matchup, and you see the blocks defensively have been working. Now, you don't want to let your player blow by you, so containment's going to have to be something. They have to be sharp. But look at Clark and Nahinu tag team and closing off Kiki Moore from getting anywhere underneath the basket, and at the other end, wouldn't expect anything less than Chelsea Hopkins to be able to push it up the middle. Megan Peebley certainly has got to be a bit frustrated and perplexed as how her team could play so well in the conference opener at San Diego State to beat them by, I think it was 8 points on January 9th. And
80-72, you're right.
To come back here and have your home floor with a promotional day today, and she says, 10 percentage points less in terms of field goal percentage shooting. What on earth?
Put up 80 points in the victory, sitting on 36 right now with 11.5 to go. Hopkins and San Diego State call a timeout. Chelsea was trapped over on the sideline.
30-second timeout.
Later tonight, tune in for Inside College Basketball. Step inside each game-changing highlight. Experts bring you up-to-minute analysis. Don't miss Inside College Basketball tonight, midnight Eastern, 9 Pacific, CBS Sports Network.
It's got to be one of my favorite shows, College Hoops Confidential. Another one. Loved that one earlier today when they earlier this week when they talked about Michigan, and our colleague Clark Kellogg was talking about how Glenn Robinson III is just a freshman, and you don't have to draw a lot of plays for him to be really good. There's a couple good freshmen on the floor here today at Fresno State and San Diego State. You don't have to draw a lot of plays for them to be effective.
Step in front, interception by Sheedy. Bulldogs get a turnover. Had 9 steals in the first matchup between these two, but San Diego State has remedied just about every problem that caused them to lose the first game between these two. And the biggest one would be playing lockdown defense and competing for the entire time. Molt unable to finish. Clemens throws it up off the rim, and Arima Mariqua will get a rebound and a basket off that set.
She's been a star, and she's really earned her point. She doesn't have a whole lot of plays run for her. But she's going to get hers, just A+ for effort for Mariqua.
Sheedy, nice turn and scoop shot. Poked away by Moore, will stay on this side.
Subway 7 again.
And you can bet Beth Burns will coach the last 10 minutes and 14 seconds, just like the first 10-14. Clemens, it is all going right for San Diego State.
Taking 17 shots today. She's made 6 of them, 2 of 7, make it 3 of 8 from beyond the 3. This is a player that San Diego State remembers last time. Let's take a look at Fresno State's Alex Sheedy, the sophomore. And they remember the first go-around, she went 4 of 4 from three-point range. She's just real good at receiving a pass and being ready to shoot. She knows what to do. She's that X factor that you talked about, Rich, a smooth player who draws some attention around the conference.
Clemens is in range and in rhythm, and she's stroking it from deep. 18 for Courtney Clemens. Sheedy with the 4-for-4 performance, and shooting threes in the first matchup. Only been allowed to get 1 off today and misfired on it. Thompson trying to create space, scoop, and it won't go down. Foul on Sheedy as Nahinu collects another rebound. Lee with 12 points, 10 rebounds. The perimeter has been good for San Diego State, but what really gives you hope if you're an Aztec fan is that all the players that have improved and stepped up their game have stayed at that level and moved it forward, and now you have people on the inside who are starting to gain momentum too.
Perfectly said, Malia, one of those players. Yesterday, Beth Burns gave her a nice vote of confidence, and she said, you know, Malia, the last time we played Fresno State, these are the things I thought you did well. These are the couple things that I thought you needed to improve on, and I know that you're going to improve tomorrow. And she just gave her that confidence that she needed. I could see Nahinu in this game with that confidence from her coach playing with it.
Moore misses, Culberson rebounds. And San Diego State and Hopkins will slowly bring it up the floor. Nice feed underneath, and you can't finish. Bulldogs come out with it. Farley up ahead. Sheedy. Moore, nice little step through, but won't get the roll. Clemens right to the rim for a layup.
Quick first step for Clemens. Saw the angle.
We've seen everything from her.
Yeah, I mean, well, she had a lot of space in front of her, too. Recognizes that there was no help side to be had by Fresno State.
Rebound put back underneath. Sheedy, no. About what Clemens has done. She has her 23rd 20-point game. We've seen her shoot from long range. She can also put it on the floor for the easy one. The lead is 30.
Whether it's mom's smartphone, dad's tablet, Lauren's smartphone, or Kevin's smartphone, AT&T Mobile Share makes it affordable for the whole family to share data on all their devices. Connect a tablet and save $100. AT&T. Rethink possible.
You're right. That's a fifth floor problem.
Not in my house. No, no, no. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice. Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
His small talk has altered foreign policy. He once ran a marathon because it was on his way. Sasquatch has taken a photograph of him. He is the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
4 players for San Diego State in double figures. Courtney Clemens leading the way now with 20 on 8 of 20 shooting and 4 of 9 from deep.
Really stretching out the defense. Just got a solid outside shot. Just plays with an amazing amount of confidence. You see her ball handling skills. I mentioned earlier that she's athletic. She can do a lot of things athletically, so call her versatile, but she is the consummate player in the half-court offense. Really causes matchup problems. She's also got great size too. She stands at 6 feet. Transfer from Arizona that worked in the off year a couple 3 years ago and got herself into great physical condition, and you can see that she's strong. And then she's got a player like Chelsea Hopkins right there next to her giving her the ball.
Senior driven team that's playing, I think, if you're Coach Burns, how you would expect them to when you have 4 seniors in your starting lineup. Moore drives in, gets right around Clemens for 2.
I think maybe Clemens ought to work on the defensive part of her game a little bit. Maybe too much celebration offensively. Courtney feeling pretty good. She's got to D somebody up.
Down underneath, he knew the catch and will get the roll.
Malia Nahinu.
12 points, 11 boards. (70-40). Spot up. Molt.
Alternating possession.
Alternating possession stays this way. Fresno State ball. Aztecs, a couple home games coming up. Colorado State, and then on the 17th. Game that'll be right here on our network against UNLV, which should be a highly anticipated one as well.
You see that UNLV beat New Mexico today. And they're starting to creep up the charts of the Mountain West Conference in that 4th position.
The biggest month in the regular season, the month of February. Steele, Molt, Clements goes in the air and fouls her hard.
Aztecs foul number 54, Courtney Clemens, her second, 15.
But she got her with the left hand. Watch it again. Watch Courtney's left hand. Right there. The elbowed forearm to the chest of Molt.
Aztecs on a 7-game win streak, dropped the conference opener to Fresno State at home, and since that point they had to grow a little bit, and the coach had to maybe, and sometimes you have to pat them on the back, sometimes you have to kick them in the rear. She did that, and they're moving in the right direction.
This is good sign for San Diego State because you want to be playing your best ball in late February and going into March for tournament time, and certainly the Mountain West Conference tournament to be held in Las Vegas is going to be fantastic, both on the women's and the men's side. But San Diego State holding their opponents to 47 points, and that's all about one thing that she talked to you and me about: defense.
That was the big question coming in here today. Was it going to be San Diego State holding Fresno State to around that 47-50 point mark, or was Fresno State and their offense going to be good enough to get back near the 80 that they got against them in the first game?
You know, Fresno State can score, and we saw them get good looks. They just didn't make their shots in the first half. I mean, that's for me the difference in this game. They just weren't making it, and San Diego State had an answer, and they played really good defense.
Thompson still fighting on the floor with the ball. Alternating possession stays with the Aztecs.
Well, Rich, you called it. You said earlier today this team at shoot-around, San Diego State, was locked in. You said it was a different-looking team. They had the eye of thinking about what they had to do, and they were listening to Coach Burns, and it comes down to execution, and they've executed well.
52% from the floor. Mariquard, no. Thompson. Farley. In front of the rim, rebound. Vandenberg going to kick it back out. Thompson's three. Clemens tip, instead corralled by Draper, and Fresno State can reset. Farley swatted by Clemens. And in the middle of all that, who's going to get the foul? Chelsea Hopkins gets the foul for San Diego State.
It was a loose ball among three Fresno State players, and I'm not so sure that should have been a no call. That was just a really good defensive sequence. You got to let him play when the ball's loose.
Plug substitution number 10, Alex Sheedy for Jacinta Vandenberg.
Sheedy in for Fresno State.
Aztecs, number 22, Gabriel Clark.
Fresno State's next game to Albuquerque in the pit. The matchup with the Lobos on the 13th. This pass underneath, Sheedy finishes. Now one of Fresno State's San Diego State calls timeout. One of their staples is the ability to pressure the opponent and get some turnovers, get some offense out of that. That didn't work either.
That pressure is tough because as both teams pressure, I mean, they want to try to trap and, you know, important to ball fake, but just not quite as effective as they need it to be. But I'll tell you, there's a bright spot for Fresno State. First of all, let's remember, they're still a really good basketball team. This is going to be a tough pill for them to swallow, but there's going to be some takeaways for this. Alex Sheedy, though, Rich, is a bright spot for me in this game because I think, as you mentioned, the X factor, I think she's done some things well, and Reagan Peevely talked about this earlier. They need to keep the light switch on for her, and that light switch has been on, and she's contributed.
Next two for the Aztecs at home, then a pair on the road. Colorado State, UNLV, then at Wyoming and at Nevada. Remember, San Diego State going to Laramie. That was Fresno State's lone loss prior to this one. So you look, that's always a tough place to play. And you know, Cowgirls win again today. They just have 2 losses in conference and always very good at home at the AA. Fresno State ball.
basketball.
Thompson and Fresno State can learn from this one. But it's going to be 8 straight wins as Sheedy gets fouled on her way to the hoop. Aztecs sitting on a 70-45 lead, 3:56 to go.
What are you doing?
Oh, hey. Using night vision goggles to keep an eye on my spicy buffalo wheat thins.
Who's gonna take your wheat
I don't
thins?
know. An intruder. The dog. Bigfoot. You get the light? What's going on? It's close! It's a Yeti! Must have wheat thins.
Yeah! Yeah! That just happened! Yes, it did. No! Yes, 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 yes! We did it! Yes, we did! Yeah, we did it! See you, bud. Later.
Honey, who was that?
Who, that guy? I don't know.
Get caught up in the excitement. Buffalo Wild Wings. More wings, more beer, more sports.
Hey, who's this?
Take notes on the spot. Catch every detail with video zoom. And now, run 2 apps at the same time, on the same screen. The freedom to do what you want, when you want.
Let's go again.
With the quad-core powered LG Optimus G. Available on AT&T.
Did you know the core of our health is truly on the inside? That's why I take new True Biotics. It's a daily probiotic that helps in 2 ways. One helps support digestive health, the other immune health. Stay true to your health. New True Biotics from the makers of One A Day.
51% shooting for San Diego State, and they lead 70-45 over Fresno State in a matchup. 2 teams tied for first place in the Mountain West, coming in at 7-1. Laney Tammy Blackburn for the Aztecs. 4 players in double figures, 2 double-doubles.
Pretty good balance, and I would say that's a difference. You didn't see that in the first go-around.
Shooting 2.
And now after this one, you know, just like San Diego State after that conference opener, so you know what, we're going to get another shot at Fresno State in early February. Fresno State's now got to be thinking, you know what, I'd love another crack at them in the conference tournament.
Sure, I mean, it could very well happen, but you know, you have to think about Wyoming, you have to think about UNLV.
Yes.
And, you know, nothing's a given. I mean, post-conference tournaments are crazy. I think it's going to be crazy on the women's side. Wait till you see what happens on the men's side.
There's always a lot. And, you know, we've touched on this a bit. You know, Las Vegas now, where the tournament's held, is kind of the mecca of West Coast tournament time. Sheedy with a nice move. Well, she's nifty down low.
Told you that bright spot for me has been Alex Sheedy today in this game.
If you're a basketball fan, get your tickets, come on out to Las Vegas and kind of pick your conference. You could do a smorgasbord of basketball, of rolling from one place to the next.
Rich, I booked my airfare the other day. I know you were doing the same. Don't worry, I'm working on that hotel business. I've got that all taken care of. We need to be close to the arena so that we can go watch a lot of good practices.
Oh, it is a great time of year. March is wonderful on so many levels. Bolt hit the floor hard. San Diego State leaving no doubt after this one that at this point, I know it changes from game to game, well aware of that they are the premier team in the Mountain West right now. They'll be in first place at 8-1. They'll have won 8 straight games. And when you look for weakness, from what they've shown today, inside, outside, offense, defense, This is a really good performance.
They've come into Fresno, and well, the last home loss, December 4, 2011 versus number 4 Stanford, and well, San Diego State's going to snap that here.
And for the Aztecs, number 5, Missy Culberson, and number 31,
To speak to your point, you were talking about just how everybody now is thinking about San Diego State because they are it now. Well, with that comes a big target on your back.
Yes.
And now they're going to have to get more and more comfortable being the hunted. Now, they were the hunted a bit to start this conference. This was a team everybody was talking about, but, you know, they slipped right out of the gates to Fresno State. And they were beatable in other games.
Well, we had them at Colorado State right after that, and the Rams really made a big push after falling down early and made things close.
So they're going to have to play with that, the same level that they do today. They're going to be okay. But if they slip, you know, there's some other good teams out there.
It'll be a happy bus and a happy flight home.
I remember those days.
I'm sure you do. And you remember the other side too, as everybody does. And you know, it's when you get in and around it. Oh, nice steal there. Hopkins has been phenomenal. 17 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists. Steal right there. She's no stranger to a triple-double. She has 3 already. With the dish. Oh, she won't get the assist. Stamps misfires. Bulldogs get the rebound. Minute and a half to go. Fox at the point now for Fresno State. Vandenberg, baseline, no. Stamps. When you played for Coach Burns and you'd had a big win like this, Tammy, and I know you guys won a lot of games, how long does the coach let you enjoy it?
Yeah, there's not much time for celebration because you play so quick ahead, and sometimes you have a non-conference matchup in conference because you want to keep playing. To answer your question, not much celebration.
But this is a good one because usually we're having our games on a Sunday and this is a Saturday, so I'm thinking they might get an extra day out of it to think, you know what? This feels pretty good. I know we have work to do, but you know what? This is a good statement W for us.
You know, she's always thinking ahead, Coach Burns. She's one of the best scout preparers, and she's got a great, assistant coaching staff. And I think that she's already thinking about the next one.
That's her job. That's her job. It's the way she's programmed. She's as good as anybody, in the country at doing her job. But, from the players' end, they're like, well, Coach, you'll tell me when we need to get ready for the next one. I'm going to have some fun on this one. And when you look at those numbers, they're really going to have fun.
I think 4 of them got ready today. And because it's not just about points either. It's about team effort and team defense. And San Diego State had the mark today.
Bulldogs foul number 1, Raven Fox, her first, second team.
Fox with the foul, 74-49. San Diego State going to get to 17-5. More importantly, 8-1 in the Mountain West and sole possession of first place. Fresno State will be a game back at 7-2, tied for second with Wyoming. Arima Amarikwa got some rebounds early, went to work down on the block, and everything that Beth Burns drew up worked today here at Save Mart. Tammy, great performance by the Aztecs.
Thought it was going to be a good matchup. Too much is San Diego State too early. Fresno State's good basketball team. They've got to go back and regroup.
Aztecs dominant here today in the Save Mart Center. They snap Fresno State's 20-game home win streak.